welcome back. Today is Friday and I need to head to the store, so I thought I could take you guys along with me and we could do a little grocery haul. But before we jump into that, I wanted to share some tips and tricks with you guys that I've learned along the way to help save $1. So before we get into all of this, I want to share a little background history with you guys on why I am the way that I am and why I love to pinch pennies. So I was 17 when my husband and I got married, and I will be 30 next month. I know, goodbye 20s. But when we first got together, we were very young and dumb, and that backfired on us extremely hard. So we are a family of 4 with one income because once my kids came along, somebody needed to be able to run them back and forth to school and to all of their events, doctor's appointments, you know, you get it. So back then, my household budget was $200 every 2 weeks. But then COVID hit and inflation hit, so I had to up my budget to $260. You know, and then I was sitting there looking at my list one day before I went to the store, and I was like, there's got to be a better way that I can save some more money, which is when I came up with the Change One Thing Challenge. So I would look at my list and I would say, what on this list do I not need that I can completely get rid of? Or what is something on this list that I can maybe rework to save some money? First thing to go on my list was buying already made cold brew coffee. This one was completely a no-brainer because I could make this at home at half of the cost. One thing that you are never going to find on our budget anymore is soda. We either drink tea or water. And these flavor packets only being $1 and having so many varieties to choose from has really helped. So let's talk snacks for a minute. I was buying 2 of these every time that I went to the store every 2 weeks, and that was adding up. These things are almost $11 a piece at my store. And my kids take their lunch every day, 5 days a week, and times that by 2, this was costing me a lot of money. I thought there had to be an easier way to do this, so then I switched over to buying the big bags of chips and refilling Ziploc bags. But then I was getting real upset because all I was doing was throwing away those Ziploc bags at the end of the day, which is when I invested in reusable Ziploc bags. So not only did I cut out those plastic Ziploc bags from the store, I also got rid of one of these $11 boxes of chips. I was buying baby carrots for $1.77 at my store when I could buy whole carrots and put in a little elbow grease for 98 cents, peel and chop them myself, and even though it is only saving me a couple of pennies, every penny counts. I completely ditched the microwave popcorn. I invested in a popcorn maker, and now all I buy is the kernels. Not only do you get more popcorn per ounce when you pop your own, it also tastes a lot better. Even taking the time to shred my own cheese instead of buying pre-shredded has really saved me some pennies over the month. Laundry products were eating away at our budget. I said goodbye to store-bought and started making our own scent beads, fabric softener, laundry detergent, and even said goodbye to those dryer sheets and switched over to wool balls. I completely did away with dishwasher pods and switched over to homemade dishwasher detergent. What about saving $1 and still making your house smell good? I've got you. Go ahead and pick up one of these 98-cent salt and pepper shakers and some baking soda, add it to your container with some essential oil, and you've got yourself a homemade air freshener. I like to put these in the bathroom, behind the trash can, in my closet, and even in my car. But sometimes I'm finding myself needing some Febreze. So what I like to do is I take that homemade scent booster that I made, my empty bottle of Febreze, and I fill this with warm water and a couple of tablespoons of this and give it a shake, and I am good to go. This is saving me so much money than buying these at the store because these are pricey. Do you got one of these plug-in wall warmers lying around? Take a Q-tip, dip both ends in your favorite essential oil, and then you're going to fold it up like this and put this in the bottom where that felt tip would go and plug it into the wall, and you have got yourself a warmer. It makes the entire house smells so good, and you are saving so much money in the process. Now, while some of these tips and tricks may seem like no-brainers, I want you to take a second and really look at your number that you're spending for your household every single month. If you really don't have a set in stone number, I want you to take about a month and really analyze and see about the average number that you're spending. Then I want you to take it to paper and look at it a little bit finer. So let's take a second and let's go do that with my household budget. So every 2 weeks, I would allow myself $200 to go to the store and buy our household necessities. Now, this does not include my food budget for the week. This is just everything that I need to restock the house, snacks, lunch items, and just little things that we need like in the bathroom or trash bags, things like that. But when inflation hit, I went ahead and I upped my budget from $200 to $260 to account for the overage. So the first thing that I want to suggest to you is to get a notebook and a pen. And I want you to go to every single room in your house, and I want you to stand there and say, okay, what do I need to restock in the laundry room? What do I need to restock in the kitchen? What do I need to restock in the fridge, the pantry, the bathrooms, so on and so forth, and go down the list. And then I want you to write those on your notebook as you go, because it really helps you keep a mental track instead of saying, oh my gosh, I forgot to add trash bags 2 days later while you're at the store, and oh my gosh, I forgot to add dish soap. So it really helps you stay on budget when you write it down and you can see it. So I went ahead this morning and I made my rounds and I wrote down everything on my notebook. The next thing that I do, even though it seems very painstaking to do this down to a T, is I go through every single item, and I'm shopping at Walmart, so I will get on the computer, pull up Walmart, and I will type in every single item on this list and write down how much it costs. So prime example as to why I do this. The next thing that is on my list that I need to account for is fruit snacks. I typically pick up the Great Value one because it is the cheapest, but I can see right here that it has gone up in price. Last time that I was in the store, these were $1.97, and now they are $2.97. And I need 2 boxes of these, which is going to make my total $5.94. But I can see right here that if I was to get the Welch's brand, that I would only have to pay $5.24. Unfortunately, though, this one is showing out of stock in my store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a second to scroll and see if I can find another one. I can get the same Welch's brand right here, but in a different flavor for $5.24 as well. So I'm going to go ahead and write down $5.24 on my piece of paper and put in parentheses that I'm going to pick up the Welch's fruit snacks this time around. I'm going to take a quick second and go through my list and get all of my prices written down, and then we'll move on to the next step. Now that I have all of my numbers written down on my piece of paper, I'm going to take a quick second, pull my calculator out, and I'm going to add it all up for a grand total. Now, I know that this seems a little overwhelming and maybe a lot of work, but nobody said that saving money was an easy task. So I have all of my numbers added up, and my total has come to $221.42. But where I live in Oklahoma, we are taxed for our food, so I need to come up with what the sales tax is going to be for my entire budget, because I cannot go into the store thinking that I only spent $221. I have to account for tax as well. So I want to show you this really neat website that I use that will calculate the sales tax all for you, so you don't even have to worry about doing any math at all. This website is called convertit.com. I'm going to go down where it says calculators, and then I'm going to click on finance. On this page, you have a lot of options to choose from, but I'm going to click sales tax calculator. From here, I have to enter my sales tax percentage, and mine in Oklahoma is not 8.25%. So I'm going to take a second and get that changed. My sales tax percentage is 9.375. And from here, I'm going to go up and I'm going to enter my total cost, which was that number that we added up earlier. So my number is $221.42. And from there, you can see at the very bottom, it will add it up with sales tax. So there's just one last thing that I like to do before I head out to the store. I like to scroll through 2 different websites to see if I can save just a little bit more money. One of those websites is coupons.com, and it's just a website where you can print coupons to take to the store. And the second website is Ibotta. So what you can do on Ibotta is you will find the store that you are shopping in, click on it, and you can scroll through all of the coupons that they have available, and you can clip it. It will save it to your Ibotta account, and once you check out at that store, it will refund you the savings that you saved within the store. So although you're not saving on your actual budget at the moment, they will refund you that money. And once you hit a certain amount, which I think is like $10, you can choose to cash out your Ibotta account and get a gift card to a lot of different places. So in the end, it really does save a little bit more extra money. It feels like a little reward at the end. Okay, friends, now that we have figured out our total, let's go ahead and gather all of our stuff and head off to the store, and then we will come back, do a grocery haul, and see if we stayed on budget or not. So I got a package of water, some chocolate syrup, some coffee creamer, some juice boxes to go in the lunch boxes, and then some more of those water flavor packs. I picked up 2 gallons of milk, some cat litter, cat food, and cat treats. Moving over here, I got some flour, sugar, and salt, a package of pudding mix, 2 Jell-O mixes, chocolate chips, and 2 packages of yeast. I also picked up another roll of parchment paper. We have some Takis, some pretzels, and then right here, all of these chips will go to lunch boxes, and these chips will go in the pantry for the kids to snack on. Back up here, we've got some yogurt cups, 2 boxes of yogurt tubes, green apples, carrots. We got some Pop-Tarts, 2 different packages of Hot Pockets, some peanut butter, some mayonnaise, and pickles. We have 2 of these ranch packets, 2 of these Slim Jims, and some fruit snacks, Oreos. We've got some honey buns and some Nutter Butters. Moving up here, we have 2 packages of these mini candy bars. These go in lunch boxes. 2 packages of bread, some string cheese, bologna, sliced cheese, and 2 packages of lunch meat. I picked up 2 cans of beefaroni, 2 cans of chicken noodle soup, SpaghettiOs, and some more cheese dip. For household things, I got some mascara, some Tums. This is some makeup setting spray, conditioner, black spray paint. I needed more face soap, toothpaste, some more canning jars, some more Epsom salt, and some toilet paper. So you're probably wondering, what are the numbers? So when we left the house and we did our math, it said that we were going to spend $242 at the store with tax. So I got 72 items and I paid $228.14. So 2 reasons for this is there was a ton of coupons that I was able to clip from coupons.com this time, and I had a lot of good rebates on Ibotta. So this worked out perfect. I'm happy with this. This was definitely a great trip. It's always good when I come under budget instead of over budget. So I want to take a quick second and share with you guys what I'm going to do from this shopping trip for my Change One Thing challenge. For my challenge of Change One Thing, I am no longer buying Jell-O cups or pudding cups anymore. I made the initial investment in these tiny 4-ounce mason jars, and I am just going to go ahead and pre-mix and make the Jell-O in the pudding up in these jars, put them in the refrigerator, and I think they'll be good to go. The kids can grab them. It'll be easy, fast, quick. And I think my kids are old enough now that I can trust them with the glass jars without breaking them, hopefully. So my daughter is 7 and my son is 11. So I'm really hoping that after the initial investment in these jars, that this will save me some money over time. Well, friends, we did it. We basically got it all done, and that is a check for me off of my to-do list. I want to say thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. I had a blast with you guys as always, and I'm really hoping that you learned something today. If you guys have any tips or tricks that you'd like to share with me, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments below because I would love to hear from you guys. But until next time, I'll see you later, friends. Bye.